With the words crazy tuning of luxury cars, the Mansory company immediately comes to mind. Bold color solutions, no less bold appearance, abundance of carbon fiber and boosted engines are forever associated with the name of this company. Mansory can be blamed for anything, but not for being secondary. Neither Carlsson nor Brabus allow themselves such bold projects, not to mention conservative Alpina or AMG. How the Mansory style developed and what its philosophy is in today's short historical excursion. From his earliest childhood, Kourosh Mansory was attracted to British classic cars. Born in Iran, Kourosh came to the UK, where, in parallel with his studies, he learned the aesthetic and engineering genius of foggy Albion cars, in which huge power was combined with luxurious interiors. After moving to Germany, he decides to start refining cars, improving their comfort and luxury to the level of Rolls-Royce. In 1989, he opened his atelier. But that company was not called Mansory, but MP Design Technik GmbH. The company's headquarters were located in Munich. Initially, a small office specialized in finishing the interiors of cars. For this purpose, in 1993, its own wood processing was organized, and in 1995 a leather workshop. Mercedes, BMW, Chrysler, Jeep, Porsche, and later Mini cars fell under the improvements. Interestingly, MP Design performed most of her works for other, more famous ateliers. The growth of production required a more spacious room. This was found in Brand, in the Upper Palatinate, where MP Design moved in 1997. By July 2000, all other divisions of the company had also moved to Brand. At about the same time, the atelier also had its own autoclave for creating elements from carbon fiber. In 1997, the company changed its name to the familiar Mansory. And since 2001, the modern history of the tuning studio begins. The Mansory corporate identity is being developed by 2004, although in some places it is still quite rough. For example, the package for the Aston Martin DB9 in the DBS style could be supplemented with a rather controversial hood. Nevertheless, the company finds its niche, in which it still has few equals to make bright cars even brighter. Every year the projects become bolder, but at the same time much more complete. A year later, Mansory introduces a package for the Aston Martin Vanquish S. In addition to the aerodynamic body kit and new wheels, the program includes the installation of shortened springs, so that the ground clearance of the coupe is reduced by 25 mm. Optionally, the interior could be modified using the most expensive materials. Mansory has been paying great attention to the quality of components since MP designed a pragmatic German approach. Since the renaming, the company has been offering engine refinement by installing more high-performance exhaust systems and chip tuning. Where does the technology come from? It's simple. At one time MP Design acquired a lot of technical partners, to whom it provided elements made of wood, aluminum and carbon fiber. Therefore, the spectacular Bentley Flying Spur could have both 560 horsepower and 620. You could see that on some cars the Mansory logo has a Swiss flag. This is due to the fact that since 2007, Mansory has in some sense been part of Rinspeed, the world-famous tuning studio from Switzerland. To be more precise, since 2007 Mansory has been implementing all tuning projects related to Porsche, which were previously done by Rinspeed. So by purchasing a Cayenne or a 911 from Mansory, you become the owner of Rinspeed. In the same 2007, Mansory finalized the first, Holy Grail, Rolls-Royce Phantom. In 2008, a wide range of models appeared, thanks to which Mansory became famous all over the world. This is the Ferrari 599 GT Beast alone, and Conquistador based on Rolls-Royce Phantom, and Mercedes SLR McLaren Renovation, and where without it? Porsche 911. And this is not to mention the updating of tuning packages for already familiar cars. On cars created in the bowels of the atelier, the emblems of automakers that replaced the Mansory logo are becoming less common. At the same time, Mansory begins to offer its own chip tuning programs, and for a wide variety of cars. In 2009, Mansory presents Linea Vincero, a Bugatti Veyron-based project. Unlike most tuning studios, the Germans did not limit themselves to design elements. The car body was expanded, new wheels were installed, and most importantly, a unique engine was boosted by 100 horsepower. Since then, Mansory has been followed with special interest. At the same time, about 200 people still work at the company's headquarters. The increased interest in Mansory led to the appearance of representative offices around the world, because each of the projects required an individual approach. In fact, it is almost impossible to meet two absolutely identical cars from Mansory. The atelier uses only the highest quality materials in its works, and if you see gilt elements on the car, most likely, this is exactly what it is. As on the Rolls-Royce Ghost, introduced in 2010, the hollowers around the aesthetics of which continue to this day. But everything is fair. The quality of the work is confirmed by the relevant TV certificates. 2011 was marked by two high-profile projects, Mansory Cormium based on Mercedes SLS and Mansory Siracusa, built on the basis of Ferrari 458 Italia. Especially noteworthy is the Cormium, in which the body panels are completely made of carbon fiber, and the head optics here are from the Ferrari 599 GTB. The powertrain capacity was increased to 731 horsepower, and the front and rear tracks were expanded by 66 and 84 mm, respectively. Carbonado based on Aventador, which debuted in 2012, has become Mansory's most famous and memorable project to date. The car had a fully carbon fiber body, an Alcantara interior, but the main thing was a V12 turbocharged engine boosted by two snails, producing 1,250 horsepower. However, such a car could be ordered without engine modifications. For 2012, the list of automakers whose cars were pumped by Mansory consisted of BMW, Mercedes, McLaren, Aston Martin, Bentley, Audi, Bugatti, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Lotus, Maserati, Land Rover, Porsche and Rolls-Royce. Today, Mansory is a tuning studio with a worldwide reputation, whose new products are watched no less than the same Brabus, if not more. Not all Mansory projects are insane. There are quite modest programs for Mercedes SLC, Lotus, and the package presented for the new Flying Spur cannot be called flashy. Mansory tuning is multifaceted, but always of high quality. The first tuned electric car from Mansory appeared in 2015. It was a Tesla Model S. The technical part of the car remained unchanged, but due to the widespread use of carbon fiber in the exterior, it was possible to achieve a slight weight reduction. The interior, where luxurious black leather covers almost all the panels, there is a sport steering wheel and aluminum pads on the pedals, was not left without attention. The fact that Mansory has become a leading tuning brand is also confirmed by the fact that their new developments will debut almost in parallel with new premium cars. The project based on the Bentley Bentayga was ready a few months after the debut of the car in Frankfurt in 2015. And after all, the matter was not limited only to aesthetics. The engine power increased by 100 horses, and the maximum speed by 10 km per hour. Now the company produces not only tuning programs for luxury cars, but also accessories, home furniture made of carbon fiber and wood, suede and leather clothing. Obviously, Mansory is not going to stop there. And it's good that Kourosh Mansory did not betray his dream and embodies the ideals of the British automotive industry in his projects.